Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Realty and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday market update for Monday, July 18th, 2022. Thanks for watching. A quick look at your McHenry County statistics for the housing market for the last 7 days. We had 203 new listings hit the market. We have 172 that went under contract, 143 closed sales, 57 on the private market, and 80 with price changes. So what's going on in our real estate market? If you look just at those few numbers, you can see that we are making some headway in the inventory situation. So we had 203 new listings last week. We have only 172 going under contract. That's probably one of the largest gaps we've seen in a very long time. Last week we had 191 new listings and 161 go under contract, so that added to our inventory situation as well. Last year, we had 239 listings, new listings, and 233 go under contract. So we have significantly less going under contract, and we still had quite a bit more new listings last year versus this year, but we are seeing that there is enough of a difference where we're making some headway in that low inventory situation. Now, what's going on regionally? MBS Highway surveyed over 3,000 mortgage people and real estate professionals from around the country to kind of get a gauge on what's happening in different areas. This is going to be a bit more live and actual data because it's based on what other realtors and other mortgage professionals are actually seeing in their local markets when they were surveyed. And what we found is that about 66% of the respondents reported their market was still active to very active. 33% saw moderate to significant price pressures. And of those that said activity was slower, many cited that it was due to lack of inventory more than it was due to high prices. Now, another report that came out on CNBC yesterday was that mortgage rates have nearly doubled what they were a year ago, which we all know that, reflecting the Federal Reserve's campaign to try and slow inflation. But they've also been volatile, so they've been up and down all over the place. Right now, we've got mortgage rates holding at about the high fives, low sixes. Again, your mortgage rate is always going to be sort of contingent on what your financial standing is, what your credit rating is, how much money you have saved in the bank, what your debt to income ratio is. All of those things are going to factor into what a rate might be for you specifically, but that's about where you can gauge that they are. Now, here's the other thing. Home prices remain stuck at historic highs, with bidding wars reported in some states still. Even as the inventory homes for sale begins to grow and housing markets across the country, including some of the biggest markets in the states, begin to cool. Where is everything headed? Well, Realtor.com recently revised its 2022 forecast, now calling for sales to decline by 6.7% this year. Forecasters previously called for 6.6% increase. But if the new forecast holds true, it still would be the second biggest sales year since 2007, only trailing by last year. Guys, we still have a ton of homes being sold. We still are in a very good real estate market. The mortgage rates are still at historic lows. Historically speaking, 8% is the average mortgage rate, so we're still below that. Housing prices are high, but that is still due to supply and demand. Now, in the next week, we're going to get the report from the National Builders Association, and they're going to be telling us that's going to look at housing starts. How many shovels have we put in the ground? That is not homes that you can live in, but how many permits have been pulled and how many homes have been started to be building. That is going to help us understand how much inventory we can be expecting to get over the next 12 months. So we still have a lot of building happening. We still have decent mortgage rates, and we still have low inventory for the demand. So folks, this is not the time, if you're a buyer, this is not the time to start lowballing offers. That's not the situation that we're in. We still have low inventory. It is still a seller's market. It is not a buyer's market yet. Now, we are seeing the playing field get a little bit more level. So if you're a seller and you've been holding tight because you're afraid that you're not going to be able to find a place to go, that is not the situation anymore. We are seeing homes accepting home close contingencies, meaning that the buyer has a home to sell before they are going to be able to purchase the next property. So we are seeing those be accepted now, which was not the case for the last 2 years. So the housing market is changing, but it is not crashing. The news media, the Yahoo Mail in the morning, those news sources are all going to tell you that the sky is falling, that everything is crashing, that the housing market is crashing, and that is all simply not true. Why do they report these things? Because they sell ads. They need you to read their materials. They need you to watch the news so that they can sell more ads. So try and keep a level head about things. The real estate market is still going very well. We've still got new listings coming up on the market this week for the Miranda Alt team. Keller Williams is still selling lots of houses. Everybody's selling lots of houses. It's still a good time to sell your home or buy your next one. I'm Miranda Alt with Miranda Alt team and Keller Williams Success Realty. If you have any questions, as always, please call me, text me, email me, whatever. I'm at mirandaaltteam@gmail.com, or I'm at 815-529-0777. That is my cell phone. You can call me or text me anytime. Have a great rest of your Monday. Bye.